I'm here with the CLA's Chief Surveyor, Andrew Shirley, in central London, just to talk a little bit about some of the figures that have come out in the last couple of days relating to tenancy lengths for farm business tenancies. Andrew, what do the figures show us?
The figures show there's an increase in length of tenancy really across the board, whether it's bare land lets or whether it's lets of full holdings. So it's a substantial increase.
Why do you think that is the case?
I think that there's always been a strong landlord-tenanted sector, and I think the figures prove there's confidence there. I think the way basic payment was introduced as a sort of ongoing scheme from the single farm payment obviously helps, and I think people want to see perhaps some security in what is a very uncertain world going ahead with Brexit.
But it is quite a different picture in Scotland, isn't it, Andrew? I was looking at the figures myself.
Yeah, no, there is. And Scotland, there is a real problem. There are fewer lets to no lets to new entrants, far fewer lets when a tenancy expires. And I think that shows what happens when you start interfering with the landlord and tenanted sector. It's the same situation as we had in the 70s and early 80s over here. What you need to do is build a secure future and for agriculture in the UK, and too much interference harms that considerably.
Oh, and what's on the CLA's radar in terms of tenancies? What's the CLA going to be doing over the next few months?
Well, we're going to engage proactively with the Tenancy Reform Industry Group, which is an industry group that's looking at trying to get tenancies to work and build the relationship across the whole sector. So we'll be doing a lot about that and looking at some of the impediments that make it perhaps difficult for landowners to give long tenancies, perhaps to new entrants. So it'll be around perhaps the non-payment of rent and the sort of condition of the land to try and give more security, both actually to the landlord and the tenant, because it's in our both long-term interests to have a tenancy system that works into the future. But that's not fundamental reform, it's just building on where we are and good practice that we see at the moment.
Sure, thank you, Andrew. I hope you found that useful. That's all from the CLA today.